also found in the submandibular triangle. What else do we find here? We also find the mylohyoid nerve. You see, this is the mylohyoid muscle here. This is the mylohyoid muscle, so you would see the mylohyoid nerve there. Okay, so then also you have the hypoglossal nerve, which we can't see it here. So those are the contents of the submandibular triangle. What else do we see? And then we see carotid triangle. Carotid triangle is located. This is the carotid triangle over here. It's located. So you have the sternocleidomastoid, posterior digastric, and then we have the omohyoid.
Posterior.
So we have the sternocleidomastoid at the back. Superiorly, you have the superior digastric, and then you have the superior bale of omohyoid.
Inferior.
Superior.
Okay? So this triangle is what? Is carotid triangle, right? So in the carotid triangle, so when we get this out of the way, so this area is carotid triangle. So at that area, what you see? Okay, so what you see is this. This artery here is the common carotid artery. Common carotid artery. So common carotid artery then divides into external and internal carotid. We also have the internal jugular vein, and in between internal jugular and common carotid is a nerve there. What nerve is that? Vagus nerve, right? So these are the most important structures that are located in the carotid triangle. And we also have like the ansa cervicalis, the cervical plexus, okay, there too. Anyhow, so these are the two structures. One other clinically important thing is that in this area we can't really see, over here, but so we have the omohyoid, we have the superior bale and inferior bale omohyoid. Okay, look at the model, your own model. Try to find the superior bale and inferior bale omohyoid. And then you have the intermediate tendon or central tendon that connects the superior ventad or inferior reventage. Okay, or belly or ventad. So that where you have this intermediate tendon or central tendon, that is basically where when you see that, that's the area where you have what? Internal jugular vein. So if you get lost during your surgery, okay, so you can find this intermediate tendon of the omohyoid, because why? It looks white. When you find that, just in front of that, you would see this internal jugular vein. So basically, that's an important landmark for surgical interventions, whatever you're doing at that particular area. Okay, that's an important landmark. So that's a carotid triangle. Okay. So, and then we have the muscular triangle at the front. The muscular triangle. And basically the muscular triangle is at the front here. So you have the infrahyoid muscles, which are these infrahyoid muscles. And then we have the trachea, larynx, and thyroid gland. So all these basically are the contents of the muscular triangle at the front. Okay, let's look at the posterior triangles. We have the two triangles in the posterior area. We have the occipital triangle, and then we have the supraclavicular or subclavian. So this is the occipital triangle. So we have the sternocleidomastoid at the front, trapezius, and then we have the inferior bale of omohyoid. So this triangle here at the front, sternocleidomastoid, at the back, trapezius, and this is the inferior belly or inferior ventage of the omohyoid. So this is what? The occipital triangle. So what you see here in occipital triangle is basically the part of the brachial plexus, the upper part of the trunk of the brachial plexus, and you would see the cervical plexus nerves of the cervical plexus, and that's about it there. And here we have the subclavian triangle. Okay, so we have the omohyoid, and sternocleidomastoid, omohyoid, and the clavicle here. So you have these veins, subclavian vein primarily, and you have the lower part of the trunk of the brachial plexus. Internal jugular subclavian vein and external jugular vein. So all these veins here and arteries are located in the subclavian triangle. Okay, so I think we covered everything, right? Did I miss anything?
The veins.
Nasıl birleştiğini söyle.
So that's about it. So this is the common carotid artery, by the way, common carotid.
Artery.
All right, common carotid artery. Now, common carotid artery, it gives off two terminal branches. What is it?
External anterior.
Right, external carotid, internal carotid, right? Which is, okay, you can't see it here, but so internal carotid goes inside and it goes up to the brain, and external carotid gives off branches and supplies the neck and face. Now, external carotid, let's look at the external carotid now. External carotid, it gives off two terminal branches. What are those? Superficial temporal and maxillary artery, right. So these are the two terminal branches of external carotid. Before that, anteriorly it gives off what? This, for instance, this one here. It goes to the thyroid. So this is what? Superior thyroid. So this is basically a branch that goes to the neck, the column of the neck. Column. So this is superior thyroid, and then we have lingual and facial. So we have three branches that comes out from the anterior aspect of the external carotid. Superior thyroid. Okay, so one of these lingual. It's not. There's no lingual here, but it's supposed to be lingual. Goes to the tongue, and this artery here that crosses the mandible is facial. Okay, so we have superior thyroid, lingual, and facial. At the back part, we have ascending pharyngeal, right? And then we have the occipital, and then we have posterior auricular, right? So those are the posterior branches of the external carotid. So these are the posterior auricular and the occipital, and then we have the ascending pharyngeal. And we talked about the facial, right? The branches of facial. So that's about it there. Okay, that's about it.